Dear students who represent others from the University of Rwanda, welcome to our second day session, which aims to give us basic skills to become ODeL champions who are able to understand online learning concepts and to be equipped with basic skills to support our classmates. Welcome for this session for today, which will not delay as such because it will remain on a practical session. So our agenda for today, I'm going to take 1 hour for making a recapitulation of what we have covered yesterday. And not only that, I will introduce you to e-learning concepts, but highlighting anti-plagiarism scenario. You know that we are shifting our teaching and the learning system to blended learning. We are expecting to resume our studies very soon, as we have all of us we have seen it, and we are planning to be mixing the online studies and the face-to-face, which means that shifting from this learning method, which was physical contact, now mixing it with online, we call it blended learning. So today we'll make a recapitulation and we get understanding how this e-learning platform that we'll be using for our online studies, how it works, how do we get access on it, and if we are stuck, how do we get support, how are we supported in case we face any challenge. And suppose lecturer has designed his online module, how students will be asked to participate in those activities, how will they get their learning materials so that they can keep them on their devices. Not only that, we will mention also the key points for this training, which is offline versions. Even though we have those learning management system, but we said we are not required to be online 24 hours out of 24. There is a way of having offline versions on our desktop, if you have our laptops, as well as on our mobile phones. You are able to download this e-learning platform, and when we are offline, we'll be able to navigate through our learning materials. So, dear student, I would also present a student guide that you have designed for your guidance. How do we get participated in a given module? How are we oriented? Shifting from printed paper to online, we need a kind of basic skills. We'll focus on these. So I will take you through e-learning system. How do we log in? Let us start by this step. We have seen that the University of Rwanda has an e-learning platform. Let me log out and start from scratch so that when you'll be supporting your colleagues, you know the steps by step. You see, we have e-learning platform. When I click on elearning.ur.ac.rw, I have this interface. So by this, we have the notice, we have the colleges, we have even students who are online. We can know who are they. Not only this, but we will be able to see the section that makes our interface. Look, now we have this page. Now, before we start doing anything, we need to log in first. To log in, you should have a username and a password. From the starting of our presentation, we said it's better to have your username as your registration number. And in case you don't have the same, what do we have to do? We have to request anyone from the support contact, and they will help us to customize our credentials so that our username should be our registration number. So when you have access on this e-learning platform, you click on login. Then it will ask you your username and the password. What is your username? Should be a registration number. So I put my username and your password. In most cases, when you are asking us to reset your credentials, We mostly set your password as your registration number, but we don't want you to remain with your registration number so that somebody can hack you, can log in within your account. To avoid that, we have seen how do we edit our profile. Let me start by that point. On our right side top, we have where our names are appearing. And if you click on listing arrow in front of the image, we have a list of sub-menus. The first one you have seen is dashboard. The dashboard will help you to know which modules do I have to follow right now. Which modules am I enrolled in? That lectures have enrolled me or have been shared enrollment key. I have access on which modules. If you click on the dashboard, all modules that you have access will appear on one section. Do you see? The recent courses, it will give you a course overview. It will give you the course overview and we know in which modules do I have access. That's the dashboard. The second one is the profile. In case you need to modify anything on your profile, starting from your names, that we have seen that by uploading your credentials, we are sometimes making mistakes. And to harmonize and to edit, to customize your names, you can come on edit the profile. And from this, you are able to edit from your names. You'll be able to edit your first name, surname, email, even your city. Most of us, we are recommending us to have the city as our learning campus, not where you are living or not where you are living from, rather our campus, to be able to identify this student is following this learning platform from which side. So from this, we have seen that within our profile, we are able to add an image. Let me repeat this because most of you have requested to repeat. How do we add a given picture on the platform? How we do that? Look, if you go to this section of edit profile and you come down on image, I'm able to see that for me, I was having this. Let me remove it first. Let me remove it and show you how do we add another image. So for adding image, you come down here and you click here and you choose a file. Make sure that you have your passport image on your screen or on your flash disk or on your local repository. In that case, if you choose where your image is located, where is your image saved, you will have to choose which image do I need to add. After choosing, you click on upload. By clicking on upload, I'm uploading my image to appear on my profile. And after this, you will click on save and it will be updated. You update your profile. Number two, we have seen that how can we add our details so that if a lecturer is teaching me, is supporting me in my studies, and I face any challenge, apart from texting me as email, because by default the email is in this e-learning platform, there is a way of adding also our mobile phones, our Skype ID if you have it, and also our registration number. Look, if you come on optional settings within our profile settings, we are now able to add more details. So I can add my registration number should be appearing on ID. So you have the phone number, mobile phone, you can add it. You can add even your department. You see, we have requested all of you to update all of those profile information so that whoever we need to support you can know who am I supporting. That is the point for editing our profiles. Number two was to ask ourselves, how do we get access in the given modules? Look, for this training, we shared with you the module code that we have designed for this purpose for training. And we shared with you what we call an enrollment key. It is the password that we'll be using to get access on your learning materials. In that case, if a lecture told you that there is a module online, here it is, go and search it and enroll yourself. In that case, when you come to login, at the bottom of your module and your interface, you have a search courses box. In that case, you can write an code, module code, or the module name. For us, our module name, it was TCS, Training of Student Champions 2020. Then you press enter. When you come to put properly the code, the module will come. Even before you log in that module, you will be able to know who is facilitating this module, who are the teachers for this module, who have designed this module, so that you can even click on any one of them, you will get his details, so that you can call or you can write a message to the facilitator. When you click on the name of the given module, it will ask you the enrollment key. Remember that it will be done only once. To mean that if now you have access to this module, now if you click on it, it will not ask you the enrollment key. And when it is asking you enrollment key, you put the code and you save and you are done. Hope you understand that. How do we get access to a given module that have to follow? Number two, a best way to do that, you can search. For example, today we have students from College of Medicine and the Health Sciences. If you come on your college, a list of schools that you have will come. I can say, let me go within my department and see which modules am I supposed to follow. And if I don't have access on those modules, I can deal with their facilitators to enroll me in a given module. And if I'm coming from the School of Nursing and Midwife, I can say I'm within which program. Am I on the graduate level or am I on the postgraduate level? Then you choose. Suppose I'm an undergraduate, then I choose which department. Suppose I'm doing Bachelor of Science in Midwifery. If I go within it, I have for 2 years, either I'm in year 4 or year 5. And I have to choose which year am I belonging in. And from that, I am able now to get access to the modules which have been designed in a given trimester. For example, we are resuming our studies and we start by the modules which are in trimester 2. So if I'm doing Bachelor of Science in Midwifery and I'm in year 4, I'm supposed to have access on those modules: mentorship and entrepreneurship in health in blended learning, as well as women's life. I'm supposed to have access on these. If you click on it and you are asked to be enrolled by your teacher, you can deal with any one of the followings. Those are teachers who are ready to support you to get access in those modules. So apart from that, we have seen how shall we support you in general, not on a given module. Suppose you get stuck to a certain level when you are navigating within your modules. You need access. You don't remember your password. Any student has forgotten his password. On this main page of our e-learning platform, we have support contacts. If you go to support contacts, you will see a list of people who are ready to support you. And we are recommending you to refer to your college. If you're coming from College of Education, here is a staff who is ready to support you. If you are coming from College of Health Sciences and Medicine, you are able to know who am I supposed to call. But in case you call any one of the following here and he doesn't respond to you, maybe suppose if you call me right now, I can't pick your phone because I'm busy with other activity, but you can now ask other person from the list. So, and in case all of us we are not supporting you as you need, At the bottom of this page, we have our boss, the director for the Center for Open Distance and E-Learning, who is our coordinator. His phone is open 24 hours, and you have the email. You can send your email and you make any required support. We are ready to support you. That was what we have seen yesterday. And what have we seen yesterday? Number 2 is how do we log in a given module? How do we participate? How do we get access on given resources? We said a module is made by 2 main elements. When you come to login, we have resources, which are the learning materials that lecture has uploaded for you for giving you information for reading purpose. Let me go in one module and see if I can get the learning materials. Let me choose one module. You will be following me, I'm sure. To go within a module, you click on its name. And when you open any module, dear students, you are supposed to read first. Read the instructions. Read what am I supposed to do on this section. You see, now I'm given all details of how this module is structured, the information related to the resources, information related to activities. So I have to read carefully and understand this. For example, the first point is course syllabus. You see, this icon is showing me that this is a PDF file, portable document file. So if I click on it, it will ask me to download this file because my lecturer has uploaded this PDF file so that I can download it. If you click on this PDF, you will have option for downloading it on top, and you save it on your device, either your phone or your laptop. Now I have this on my device. That is a file. Not only this, we can have even a folder which is grouping so many files. If I click on this, I can see that within this folder I have so many files. Either I have PowerPoint presentations, I have the PDF files. So I'm now able to download any given file. A file is one of the resources that lecturer will design for the learners to be able to download, and you save them on your local device. Thank you for understanding what we call a file. It is a PDF, a Word, Excel, PowerPoint that lecturer will upload to be able to be saved, downloaded fast, and I keep it on my device. That was an example of a file. Another kind of resource that lecturer might put there, it is the page. Let me see. Okay, if I can see a page. Okay, I have it here. Look, by default, you will see that you are able to see what you call a page or links to read. If I click on this, look at how it will look like. A page might contain the video, it might contain the information to read. Also, it's a kind of resource that lecturers have been trained to design and avail for you so that you can read all informations and you understand the concept and the element for the given module. That was the page. We have seen the file. All of those, we call them the resources. They can even put the links. For example, you see, if I click on this, it will pop up, it will open another page explaining some given information. Those are the page that lecturer will be able to add within your learning section. That was an example of resources. Now we have seen the types of activities which might be in a given module. The activities, we said that they are the functions that lecturers will enable in a given module to enhance the participation of the learner in a given module. Among those activities where the learner is supposed to participate in, we have seen what we call forum. A forum will be set to help us to discuss, not only between ourselves, but whatever you post in a given forum, whoever who is in your module will be able to react on a raised question. You can ask a question in a given forum rather than waiting for the teacher to respond. Your colleagues, your classmates can react on a given forum and they respond to it. For example, let me take this module that we are using today and see the forums that we have in it and see how do we participate in a given forum. As we are saying, the key element is first to read. For example, we are on day 2 and for example, you have here, click here to share your points of view with others. Let me see if did somebody post anything. Yeah, I can see, for example, Alex. He's saying, hello, those are my yesterday achievement. I have got under advantages of e-learning. I've got skills that should be used to access e-learning. And I've got more skills about e-resources and research for life. That's good. And our friend Alex has posted 3 challenges: questions not responded on time or maybe not responded, use of much money to buy bundles, network connectivity. Yeah, we understand that. But the first one, for the questions which were not responded on time, yeah, we said at the end of this presentation today, I will avail a Google Meet link so that we will discuss live. Don't worry, for any pending question, for sure we are together, we'll give you time to respond to it. Suppose I need now to reflect on this post from Alex. I can say, thanks, dear Alex. I'm responding to his comment. Alex, I can say, any pending question will be asked at the end of today's presentation. Be ready on Google Meet. You understand why we are preferring Google Meet? It's because from there you are able to speak, you can hear your voice, you are able to write. The same by using YouTube also, you can post your question because our presentation now is live on both applications. Feel free, but at the completion of my presentation of today, we will open discussion via Google Meet so that you can raise any question. This is how do we participate in a given forum, and try to use the forums in your module, because the forums, they don't only allow you to post any question, but they also keep the trust. Whoever will come later might see what you have posted. Apart from forum, we have what you call chat. For example, you see here I have enabled the chat, which was asking you to greet your colleagues. If you click on it, let me see if somebody have posted anything today by this. Wow, I can see you have been here today. That's good. Let me see this session. So we have so many people have been posting this session today. Hello. Wow. I can see all of you have been greeting your colleagues. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. For any challenge, you can post it on the chat. You can post it on the forum. Feel free to use them maximally. So We come to see how did you share your points of view, how can you discuss with your colleagues, how can you ask any question, and your lecturer will be ready to support you. We know how do we get access to their credentials. So allow me to talk about another important activity, which are assessment tools. Assessment tools are the tools that will be enabled in the given module to be able to evaluate your learning capability, your learning aspect, so that the lecturer might know how and where to improve. One, we have what we call a quiz. I'm sure that all of you yesterday, you managed to participate in a given quiz. Hope yesterday you have seen a quiz will have such kind of icon and it will look like this. Hope you see that. To be able to participate in it, you click on the title of the given quiz, and at the bottom you will see the option for attempting. If you click on attempt, the questions will appear based on the lecturer has set them. You have the question. For example, this one is for multiple choice question. You read first the statement, you read possible answers, and you choose what might be the answer. Do you? You read this first. Do you mind to borrow? Do you mind lending? Do you mind to lend me? Do you borrow me? You can choose what might be the right expression to answer this question. You can continue. You go to the second question. What is the most significant discovery of Mayo clinic study described in a paragraph? Suppose on the top you have been given a paragraph, you read it and you choose what might be the question. Sometimes all questions are not appearing on the same page. Please remember to check when you click on attempt, how many questions do I have on this side? And remember, when you see this, you will see that you have to make sure that I respond to all 10 questions. So you continue like this. You click on next page to see the following questions, because for the first time I have seen 2 questions. Now to get other 2, I will click next page. I choose the questions. When I'm done with this, I go to next page. You have to do this till you are done. Let me do it quickly. Let me try to do quickly this randomly. Some students are saying that using multiple choice questions is bad. For sure, this is not the real concept that you are having. If you think that multiple choice question could not help the facilitator to evaluate you, of course you can close your eyes and you respond, but if you know why am I being assessed, I'm being assessed to identify the gaps that I have so that the lecturer can improve them, or even me, I can improve them. So better you read, you understand. When you are done with all your questions on a quiz, we are requesting you please to click on submit all and finish. Please, when you are done with this, you have to click, you confirm, and you submit all and finish. You have to confirm that I'm done with all of my questions and I'm done. Because I did it randomly, out of 20, I've got 2 out of 11. Max was out of 11, and out of 118, I have 1.2 out of 10. So that was how the system will grade me. You will be able to see when did I complete my quiz. What now, if a lecture has set to allow you to see what should be the right answer, you will come back on the complete questions and we will see what could be the right answer and what you did which made you to get that kind of grades. That is a quiz. So after doing a quiz, yesterday we did an assignment. We did an assignment. For example, let us see this assignment, those who managed to do it. People from group 5, you were supposed to be, okay, how many? Only, okay, 56. You managed to respond to this quiz. Let me see. Sorry, we didn't manage to grade you, but if you were graded, okay, some of you are graded. For example, Fitinema, you have been graded 7 out of 10. So you have been graded somewhere. Somehow you have been graded. Some of you are graded, others are not. Now let us see how do you get access to your grades. If you click on your assignment right now, on the section, let me see, on your section of grading summary on your assignment, you will see that on the grade, you'll have your grade. Hope you can see that on your interface. If you open any completed assignment which has been graded, you will see your grade. And if you are not satisfied with your grade, you will see comment down so that you can comment to your grade to your lecturer. That was the assignment. Normally assignment is for open questions, while for quiz is for short questions. The questions with direct answers. Of course, within a quiz, a lecturer can mix short and open questions. There is a way of adding also the open questions within a quiz. But in most cases, in general, lecturers are setting the quiz for the short questions, either true and false, text matching, or filling the gaps, things like that. So after passing through those assessment tools, quiz and assignment, we have seen also an activity called forum and chat. Now lecturers might set what we call evaluation feedback. They need to evaluate. They need you to evaluate at the completion of a given module. Lecturers will be asked to get the evaluation report. It will have such kind of icon, and the best of this evaluation icon, it is anonymous. You can't know who has evaluated, who has said what. For example, if I come here, let me see your evaluation of yesterday, so that you can identify. You can't know who has said what. It is done anonymously. Let us come back on this evaluation of yesterday. Yesterday you have evaluated, okay, 133 students have evaluated this, and if I click on show responses, look, I'm the lecturer. I can't know who has said this. For example, the trainer have to take a long time to explain some difficult things to understand, like offline version of Moodle. I'm going to come back on this. Those was your comments of yesterday. We appreciate your comments, and we will really focus on them for improving this. Try to sensibilize more about e-learning usage. Yeah, is what you are doing. And somebody said ODeL Studio seems not user friendly to presenters, so we look at it. Yeah, I want that you are help those students who have no laptops. For sure, the government of Rwanda is thinking on it. So all of those are your comments that you provided yesterday, and we appreciate. And it is done anonymously. Anonymously means you can't know who has said what. Rather, to the side of the administration who are monitoring this, they will be able to take some measures and to put this into action. That was evaluation. So it's what you have seen yesterday. Now, allow me to be back to offline versions of Moodle. When the director of the Center for Open open distance and e-learning, was introducing the your e-learning platform. He has explained the difference between Moodle and e-learning platform. He said Moodle is a learning management system which can be customized to be used as a university or a school learning management system. And it is called e-learning, electronic learning management system, when it is accessible via electronic devices. It means when it is online. In that case, Moodle as a learning management system that we download from online from their platform, and we customize it. We add the names, we add the logos, we add the pictures, we add the modules. We are building, we are making strong our learning management. We put the interface for students, we customize the interface for the learners, for the facilitators, even for administration, because whatever we are doing, whoever who is administrator in the University of Rwanda, starting from the chancellor, vice chancellor, they are able to follow what you are doing via this e-learning platform. So we only customize this learning management system to be used by all stakeholders. So Moodle has been customized to give us this e-learning platform that you see, which is available on this URL, on this web address of elearning.ur.ac.rw. So, but you see, to be able to have access on your modules, it's as if you are required every time to have internet. Or we all know the situation in which we are in our country. All of us, we don't have access to the internet. And we don't even have access to the smartphones and the laptops at the same time and every time. But if you are a student, your dream, your thought, your activity should rely on learning materials. So there is a way that Moodle as a learning management system has enabled the users to be able to deal with their learning materials even without internet. That is what we call offline versions. The offline versions, we will have first to download them and install them either on our smartphones or on our laptops. And when we install them, we have to wait for a given time to download what is online to be saved on our local devices. And it is done automatically. Is what we call synchronization. Synchronization from what we have online to our local devices, either our smartphones or our desktop. So let me start by how do we install Moodle on our mobile phones. We all know that our mobile phones, they have what we call Play Store. I'm sure you know how do we get Play Store within our smartphones. Play Store is an application that we have in our mobile phones which is grouping all applications which can run on our mobile phones. And from this, if you open your Play Store, you are able to see that you can go on top and you search. Your search, you put Moodle. And if you put Moodle, I make a demo. If you click Moodle, at least let me share with you a kind of demo. Let me share with you a demo. How can you see that? Okay. Let me share with you this small demo. I'm saying that you have to check first your Play Store. Do you see this? This is our Play Store, which is a storage for our applications which can run on our mobile phones. If you, of course, your phone should be running Android. So if you click on the Play Store, look at what will happen. It will give you a box to search which application do you need to be installed on your mobile phone. On the Play Store search, you put Moodle. Write Moodle. If you write Moodle, you will see the first Moodle with M, with a heart like the one they were putting when you were graduating, and you have to choose it. You click on it. When you click on Moodle, it will ask you to install. It will ask you to install. When you click on it, quickly it will install, download, wait until it reaches on 100%. And by downloading, it will automatically install this application on your mobile phone. You have to wait. It might be fast or slow based on the internet that you have. You have to wait until it reaches on 100%. You will be installing this on your mobile phone, and when it is done, it will immediately install it. So when it is done with installation, it will ask you to open it. And when you click on open, what will happen? The Moodle interface will come, and it will be running fast on your smartphone. Whatever I'm doing here, you have to do it when you have internet. You can't do that without internet. Then on this section, it will ask you your address, site address. When you say site address, you are saying our e-learning link. What is the link for our e-learning platform? It is elearning.ur.ac.rw. No space between all of those words that I come to list. elearning.ur.ac.rw. Then when you put it within this address, it will ask you now to connect. As you are done with putting your link, it will ask you to click on the connect to be able to link your offline version with what is online. And when you click on connect, what will happen? It will ask you a username and the password. We said that your username is supposed to be a registration number, and you know your password that you are using on online version is the one that I have to put here. So you put it, then you click on login. When you are done, all of your learning materials will be downloaded and they will be saved on your mobile phones, so that by using this at your home without internet, without bundle, you'll be able to navigate your learning materials. But understand this, dear students, you will be able to read what's there. You will be able to download the uploaded files in your modules. But if there is a link, if there is an external link to YouTube, either any uploaded book on a separate website, you will not be able to download it offline. Understand that? I have seen that in your comment of yesterday. The offline version will help us to navigate with our learning materials, but with what we have in our modules and which are hosted on our e-learning platform. But external links, you will not be able to get access on them by using offline version. That was the mobile application for this e-learning platform, and you get all learning materials from your home. Now, let us see what about desktop version. Desktop version for us, I have created a link for you on this section of yesterday to download this desktop version. You can even pass through Moodle and you search desktop version for Moodle. But if you pass through here and you click on it, we have seen it yesterday, it will ask us which operating system are we running. Are we running Microsoft? Are we running Android? Are we running Mac? Are we learning Linux? Are we learning Ubuntu? It's up to you. You have to choose which operating system are you running in your mobile phones, or no, on your laptop or on your desktop. In that case, if I choose Microsoft, because most of us, if you have Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, in that case you are running application, the operating system from Microsoft. You have to get it from Microsoft. If you click on it based on internet that you have, it will bring the Moodle desktop application, and it will tell you that it's free. Now you have to get it. To get it means I'm now downloading it. I need to download it right now. So you have to wait. Here, you have to wait based on the speed of internet that you have. It might delay, it might be quick, but you see here I have installed. Now you can install it. You wait until it is done with installation. When you are done with installation, you will click on launch. Let me see how it will look like. The product was installed. It downloads and it installs itself quickly. The remaining is to open and to run it. So when you run it, what will ask you first? It will ask you the address, the same as we did for mobile phones. Our URL, Universal Social Locator, for our e-learning platform is elearning.ur.ac.rw, and it will ask me the username and the password. Now we have to log in, and immediately I am having all of my courses here. So even if when I don't have internet, I can get the content for those learning materials here. Now it is synchronizing. You have to wait until to reach on 100% to be able. Now it is synchronizing from what is online and it is bringing it on my local device. The same if I've participated in a given activity via my offline version, this synchronization that I have to wait for, it will be linking the content that I have on my desktop to what's supposed to be on online server. So let me see if you have some questions related to this presentation that you come to make for recapitulation. Questions related to this offline version, as well as questions which are related to all of activities and the process that we have covered. I can welcome all the questions. Either you can chat by using Google Meet, you can use YouTube. We are able now to follow all of your comments and we discuss how can we fix all of those problems that you might be facing. If there's any problem, we may welcome it. If there is no special question, let us try to shift to so let us see what's happening on Google Meet. What is the question? Our registration Google form need to be updated. The date for today is, yeah, it's okay. IT team can fix that. Yes, we do that. Thank you. Okay, let me check also from YouTube if you are saying something, if you are facing any challenge, so that we can see how can we support you. Okay. If you are facing any challenge. Okay. The comment. Can I have the same name? Hello, morning to you, Patrick. What is available for you use download reaching here 2 years and days. Okay, but the Android version is asking us decide. What's that? Yeah, if possible, I would like to ask him the link for installing offline version on desktop. So the link, let us share them with you. Okay. Yeah, I'm receiving all of your questions. Okay, other student for desktop once it goes to other who don't have that link on Moodle, what can be done? Alex, I mean other student, not as representative. Dear Alex, that is why you are being trained. Questions are coming. It's okay. How to know if lecture can know a device which has access? Actually, so if there is another person who has a question, can you raise it? And if you want to speak, you can pass through Google Meet link and we discuss live so that we can offer more support, because we need to stop this first session and we will resume in 30 minutes where we talk about anti-plagiarism and we conclude. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you in 30 minutes. 9:30 we're starting anti-plagiarism skills. Let us meet there. Thank you.